Well, hey, welcome to another edition of We Are Soccer, the weekly recap. We're breaking it all down. We've been gone for a couple of weeks, so apologies there. Hopefully you've caught a lot of the streaming games that we've had going on the network. As you can see, not in our regular studio. Brooks?
No, we're patiently waiting to get back there.
Yeah.
We're making some, we put some money into it. We got a contractor coming in, I think.
We're getting the works done in the new studio.
Yeah.
But for now, we are in, as Danny calls it, Satan's basement. It's actually my basement. I don't know what he's talking about. All right, today we're breaking down the Women's Euro final, Spain versus England. England come out on top 3-1 on PKs. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Jordi Alba and Lionel Messi being suspended by MLS for a game, what that's all about. We've got some news and rumors. Barcelona debuted their new player, Marcus Rashford. And, the North London derby is now a friendly. We've got a lot to get to today, so stick around. Oh, and by the way, join in the nice little chat here we got going. All right, let's go.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, welcome. Join us, friends. Put your comments in. We want to know what you thought of the game today as England took on Spain in the Women's Euro final. 3-1 on penalties. Very happy for England to win. Obviously, you guys know I support England, and that's where it is. They've retained the UEFA Women's Euro 2025 title with a dramatic penalty shootout win over Spain, despite being outplayed in the majority of the game. The heroess again, Chloe Kelly scored the decisive spot kick, while goalkeeper Hannah Hampton made two key saves to seal the back-to-back titles. Pony hop for the win. Miss Chloe Kelly with her pony hop before her penalty kick. She always does it. It always seems to work. Spain went up 1-0 with a really nice header early in the game, and then England in the second half had a nice header of their own to draw level 1-1. In the second half, I thought England were the better team, to be honest, but the overall stats kind of didn't fit for me. I didn't see this coming afterwards. Spain had 65% possession.
Wow.
Of the ball. Total shots on goal, 5. Total attempted shots, 22. England shots on goal, 5. Total attempted shots, 8. Fouls, England fouled Spain 16 times. Spain fouled England 10 times. Corner kicks, 3-7. Spain leading that. Both goalkeepers made 4 saves. England, obviously, in this tournament, lost the very first game, unfortunately for them, but they came back. They lost to Italy, by the way, France in that first one. Came back to beat Netherlands, Wales, Sweden, and then in Italy, and then in the final, Spain. England proving to have one of the best women's teams around. I don't know if it's sustainable. I don't know if that'll go into the World Cup. I can only hope so. But man, oh man, they seem to get the job done. Wiegman, the coach, just knows how to win tournaments.
Well, I think it's just the growth of the women's game. It's growing more in Europe, and it's growing here slowly in the United States as well. More American players heading over to England and better competition, and I think everyone's benefiting from it, to be honest with you. You see Spain with a strong side. Sweden's always had a strong team. So is Japan, Germany, England. But you're starting to see all these other countries kind of come in and be competitive, and it's not just a blowout. I mean, because the Women's World Cup, you always had in the group stage, the 8-0, 9-0 easy win where you mix your starters with your second team and whatnot. So, but I mean, it's nice to see the women's game growing nationally.
The women's game has come along incredibly fast in the last 10 years.
Yes.
Just incredibly fast. The teams in Europe have just ramped up, and it's not the USA dominating like they did for 20 plus years.
Right.
It is going to be interesting. in the World Cup when that comes around, how that goes. I will say a lot of these women's teams, they've got to get better at penalty kicks.
Yeah.
Penalty kicks in this tournament, and Alexi Lawless, funny enough, our friend Alexi Lawless was talking about at the end of the tournament, the end of the game today, how poor some of those penalties were from both sides. One, you got to hit the net, and two, man, it's incredible how many saves the goalie's made on just tame shots from these players.
Yeah.
England, 2 in a row, the semifinal and the final, win it, and they seem to be able to stick their penalties away better than most women's teams.
Yeah, I mean, there's an art where, people under pressure. I mean, PK's under pressure to win the game. They have that. And I think that's something Emma Hayes really instilled in that program. And, obviously she's trying to do that with the women here as the new crop of talent comes in. I don't think I've ever seen as many U.S. youth national team camps in the summertime for the female side, and then bringing as many college players in different camps. So she's really getting into it and really identifying players in the United States. So
yeah, that women's team is having an overhaul with Emma Hayes. You're right.
Yeah,
they're doing a lot of camps. A lot of players we know have talked to going into those camps. So that's awesome to see.
Yeah, Keely Titmus, Chloe Ricketts, who we've interviewed, and you can see their interviews on our channel here on the We Are Soccer YouTube channel. So a lot of people, and Aaron Bird, our good friend at Next Level Training, trained all of them. So
thank you, Next Level Training. Aaron Bird trains majority of those players.
Yeah.
All right, so
question for you though,
go for it, please.
Yeah. So are you happy? Obviously the men, you want it to come home here. Is it still good that the women have are bringing trophies back to the trophy case for the federation?
That's a great question. I was thinking about this earlier today.
For England, right? For England.
For England.
For home country, right?
I mean, listen, it's nice that the women won. I do like it shows growth within the sport, within in the country. But man, I want the men to win it. Man, it'd be so nice for the men to get over that hump and actually win a Euro or win a World Cup.
Yeah.
The second World Cup, obviously. But like, I don't know. To me, it's two different. I know it's soccer, but it's different. It's different. It's almost a different sport. The women's game is more methodical. It's not as athletic. It's not as fast. And I enjoy watching the women's game. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it does much for the men. I don't think it does. There was a great crowd today in England.
Yeah.
They had the scenes out there. Everybody's there's big crowds everywhere watching those games. So watching today's game and following along with the Lionesses, I think it's great. But no, it doesn't quench the thirst at all, even slightly. The men have to get it done, and I fear that if they do not get it done in the next two tournaments, we will probably never win anything ever again.
Yeah. By the way, if you don't subscribe to our Substack or our newsletter, we are Soccer Free Kick newsletter. Yeah. I did write a nice little piece in there that Peter Shilton's goalkeeper jersey is going to be auctioned off before the 2026 World Cup. I know. I'm sorry. It's the if anyone knows the hand of God, the ball with Maradona, and
we could go down that road because someone, there was a funny picture of Peter Shilton posted a couple of weeks ago, and he has a beautiful looking wife, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful looking wife. Yeah. And someone he posted a picture of himself and his wife at some award banquet, and one of the first comments was, "Man, I wish you'd reached that high when Maradona was in front of you, handling that ball." I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Again, he comes out half-heartedly and just kind of tries to get the ball. It's like, man, get up and get that ball, knock that forward over. Mm-hmm. Whatever. All right, we've gone down a different road here, but
I'm just saying, just tying the England stuff and World Cups. I did write that about that in the newsletter. I find it interesting that it had been bought by someone else, and now someone else is reselling and auctioning off. I bet there's numerous items they listed that they were going to auction off before this upcoming 2026 World Cup. So, but yeah.
Regarding the game today, our very own Danny Price watched the game and was super happy about the result, obviously. And he sent us a little video to play for you guys. So here you go. Thanks, Danny.
Hey, everyone. This portion of the show is coming to you live from Price Buckingham Palace. I'm sorry I can't be with Craig and Brooks tonight in the Satan's basement, but I wanted to at least give everybody a little bit of a shout and say welcome to the show. I've missed you guys. Hopefully I'm back soon. But it's been a wonderful day here today for the English. Back-to-back European champions 2022 and 2025 for our Lionesses. What a wonderful performance and a gutsy tournament. But yeah, the final today was a really gutsy English performance. That they struggled the first half. Obviously, the Spanish took control with their wonderful possession. Just a great team on the ball. So many great players that play in the Spanish league and across the world. But 5 of the 11 in that starting lineup today were Barcelona, who are just obviously a fantastic team, and obviously have Iñaki Bonatti in the middle of midfield, who is just an incredible player and fully deserving of Ballon d'Or. But incredible first half by Spain. England struggled, and got undone by a scintillating goal by the Spanish, which was, deserved lead for them. But England recovered. They came out in the second half. They looked much more structured, bossed the midfield. The introduction of Chloe Kelly at the expense of Lauren James was, a difficult one, because Lauren's a fantastic player for Chelsea, and she's been a long-term servant in the English national team now and can turn the game on its head. But Chloe's just been absolutely fantastic throughout this tournament, and she's proved that she can come off the bench and make a big difference in any game, and notably today again, having a big hand in the equaliser for putting in the cross for Alessia Russo. But all in all, a great performance. Substitutions at the right time, good tactical changes by Sierra Wegman, and a very, very gutsy performance by the Lionesses. I do want to say, what an absolute heroine we have in Lucy Bronze, playing the tournament with a fractured tibia. It just shows how much it means to her to play for her country, and how much it means to those Lionesses to retain their title. But again, I don't know what changes she made at halftime or what she said, but England were tremendous. Hannah Hampton in goal and the PKs was just proved again, just like she did against Sweden, that she can stop some shots, and young at 24 years old as well. She's got a bright future ahead of her. But for me, the tournament goes to Chloe Kelly, just as she did in 2022, scoring the winning goal against Germany in extra time. She's done it again today, and just so calm under pressure, and what a wonderful, truly wonderful performance by the Lionesses. So that's all from me tonight. Craig, boys, have a good show, and hopefully I'll be back soon. To all our viewers, thanks for viewing in to We Are Soccer. We appreciate you, and keep returning back. Exciting things to happen. Peace out.
All right, well, thanks to Danny for that. Very much appreciate him sending that this afternoon, as he couldn't join us today due to family obligations, but we'll get him back in the studio soon. Listen, man, someone here in the state of Michigan like Danny, he keeps pushing the women's game and doing a great job at it. He is one who I trust to critique the game and break it down. He does a great job of it, by the way.
Yep.
Phenomenal job. We got to get him to do a little bit more writing on the women's game. Just put out some more content for us, Danny. Come on, man. We'd appreciate it. All right, we got a lot of other stuff to get to. Before we do, I do want to say a big thank you to our sponsors and our partners. Without them, we would not be able to do what we do. So a big thank you to Soccer World. Please visit soccerworld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. Or if you're here in Metro Detroit, they have 3 awesome locations: Canton, Brighton, and Rochester. Thank you to Next Level Training. You heard us mention Next Level Training earlier with Aaron Bird. He does train a lot of the young women national team players. Somehow they all seem to make it from his training camps to the national team. Weird, huh? Because they are the best trainers in the country at Next Level Training. Big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information. They're a club where your youth player can play at any level. What an awesome club they are. Big thank you to them for helping sponsor us. Big thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. If you don't follow him on social media, you absolutely should. He puts out some fire content and helps get you healthy and ready and back in the game. And last but not least, a big thank you to the Dog and Pony Show Brewing over there in Oak Park. We did our second soccer trivia night this past week. Had a nice little turnout. We're going to be doing another one, I think, Brooks, don't quote me on this, but we may be doing it on a Friday night.
Wow,
The
interesting.
night before the opening matches of the EPL season, August 15th.
Wow.
Yeah. So, not confirmed yet.
It's not for the faint of heart, people.
Not confirmed yet, but it could be.
Yeah.
Well, that will be a fire soccer trivia with We Are Soccer and Dog and Pony Show. Dog and Pony Show Brewing, thank you guys. Appreciate it. They're located in Oak Park, and they got some awesome beer. All right, we got a lot of other stuff to get to. We got lots of news and rumors. We got lots of different things going on here. Players moving, rumors of players moving, players who want out of their current situation. Even though the club has treated them so well, Alexander Isak, I'm looking at you. Terrible what you're doing and holding that club hostage, but I kind of understand it. Then we're going to talk about some preseasons for teams and how they're going so far. Are they starting? Are they wrapping up? We're got a couple of games we're going to talk about. But right off the bat, listen, Inter Miami got a new player.
It did.
Inter Miami got Rodrigo de Paul.
One of Messi's friends.
Yeah.
Another friend of his.
Another Messi friend. Weird how they all want to go play with him.
Yeah.
He's joined Inter Miami from La Liga giants Atletico Madrid on loan for the remainder of the 2025 season with an option to make the move permanent. Brooks, this signing, does this get Miami to the top? Does this get them an MLS championship?
I think it can. I mean, they sit in the top 5 right now in the MLS Eastern Conference. But they just needed more depth. You know, they got rid of, they traded away Leonardo Alfonso, and $225 and 25 general allocation money. But they get an international spot back in return.
So they needed to open up that international spot so Rodrigo could sign, right? Even though it's a loan,
Correct.
It's coming from another league, they have to open up an international spot because teams only get so many international spots.
Yep.
They open it up to sign Rodrigo, and he officially is joined now.
Yes.
So it's interesting how, obviously, if you guys know, the MLS has some quirky rules, so that's how we'll go with it.
Well, I mean, every league has only so many international spots. It's just how quickly can you get someone. Mostly in Europe, most of the guys, it's predetermined. They come in. Are you close to get your green card or your visa or whatever? If you're not, we're not going to worry about you. And then in America here, the quicker you have a front office people that can turn, and get green cards for players and get those international spots back, the easier it is for a club. So, but yeah, so no, I think it'll give them a better chance to win MLS Cup. I think listen. Is Messi scoring a lot of goals and he's contributing? There's no doubt about that. But I think the what if is if he doesn't win an MLS Cup, or take that team far in CONCACAF champion. I mean, they got far and they've been in the Club World Cup.
They got far in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
They did very well for, we'll say, for an MLS team
Yeah.
against some of the best teams in the world.
Correct.
That have way more spending
Yes.
power than Inter Miami does.
Yes, correct. But the what if is going to be, is he going to win an MLS Cup? Because that's hard to do. People think it's easy, and it's not. You just don't play an X number of regular season matches, and then you first place winner gets the cup. I mean, you get supporter shield for the most points in the league, and then you go into playoffs, and that's when anything can happen in playoffs because it's knockout.
It's knockout, and that's what.
Well, the first round is that best of 3 series they do, and then after that you go to the knockout.
American playoffs.
Yes,
American style series playoffs is like I like to say. But I think this, this does help them move forward. Does help them get better. They are already one of the best teams in MLS.
They are.
But
when they're at full strength. But like we've talked about, Luis Suarez is getting shots, and on his last limb here.
Yep.
This year. Who's going to score them goals? It can't just be Messi. Alba's still looking very lively.
Yep. But they're relying
Busquets,
too much on Messi scoring goals.
Correct. And Busquets is kind of getting there. He's obviously going to be a defensive liability because he can't cover so much ground. So that's why you bring in Rodrigo, who's a little younger.
Yep.
Right? You have Kramashi still. You have some other young guys you brought in. Can they put all the pieces together? That's the question.
Messi is coming to the end of his contract here with Inter Miami MLS. They are expecting, the rumors are he's expecting to re-sign.
Yes, Alba has. Of the big ones, Alba's the only one that's done the contract extension.
that's a great sign.
Busquets
obviously.
and Messi have not, and I think Suarez retires after this year.
Think so?
I think so.
Okay, that's an interest. Maybe his knees are hurt or something, but he's playing well. He's still lively, like you said. But here's the thing with Messi: the rumors are, and they're always going to be there because there's so much money coming from overseas. The Saudi Arabian clubs, they want to put him on a Saudi Arabian team, either with Ronaldo or against Ronaldo, so they can have that matchup between the two.
Yep. Or back at Barcelona to play for a year to finish out his career.
No, I don't think he does that. But
I'm just saying, but that's always in the mix.
It is for sure. I agree,
Argentina's always been 1-2 back to his boyhood club. You know, it's
But I fully expect him to re-sign. I think it's such a complicated contract situation because there's so much Apple money and MLS money and all the sponsorship money tied to it. He is by far the top earner, but it's not all through MLS. A lot of it's through the
sponsorship and Lowe's, Apple. I mean, there's a lot of other Michelob Ultra. I mean, anyone that watches MLS matches and sees Messi in all these commercials, that's where all the excess money's coming from.
There was a rumor that when he signed his contract, Apple were kicking in so much money for every new subscription that came in outside of America.
Yeah, it has grown. They have. It has.
People all over the world want to watch him play.
Correct, but
in a pink uniform.
It's not grown or been done as well as everyone has hoped. That's the thing.
Agreed.
Because everyone, like EPL, you should get a couple big games on TV. You know, if you have NBC Sports and Peacock's cheaper than Apple and then MLS season package. Yep. So
speaking of Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba, both of them had to take a game off because they were suspended by MLS for one game after skipping the All-Star game due to what's being called fatigue. The decision sparked backlash from Inter Miami's ownership, calling the MLS rules draconian, while the league indicated they're open to revisiting the policy. I think the league, their hands were tied. They had to. They knew those players were not injured.
I think a lot of people probably bought tickets too to go to that. I mean, there were good players there, and listen, it was Liga MX All-Stars. It was an Austin Hispanic population. They were gonna probably do well by
Sure.
But people probably paid money to see Messi, and
listen,
when you back out the last second, it's like,
if I'm buying tickets, I want to see Messi. I want to go see the best player in the world. That's why I'm buying a ticket. I got to be honest. Don't get me wrong. There are other good players there, but it's him.
I thought you wanted to see the skills competition.
Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of the skills competition. If I'm participating, hell yeah. I mean, that'd be awesome. But other than that, no.
Fair enough.
But no, I mean, listen, I think the league was like, listen, there's a rule there. You guys know the rule.
Yeah.
If they can at least just come, step on the field for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, a half, whatever it is, we'll call it a day.
Yep.
That's it. But they didn't even show up.
Yeah.
They went home. They spent the time at home. Now, don't get me wrong. Messi's old. He's older. Jordi Alba's older. They need the time off. They've been playing incredible amount of games.
Yeah. Zlatan did it when he was at Galaxy.
But the club was like, you skipped and you knew the rule. You're not injured. You're just tired. We have to suspend you for a game. So I commend the league, Don Garber and the league, for suspending him for a game. Now, Don Garber and the league have said they will look into the rules. They will look into maybe changing the rules in the future. And I think that's also going to help Messi go, okay, I'm helping this league. I'm helping define this league. I do want to sign a new contract. I think something, along that helps those lines.
Or they've talked about going the opposite way of how ridiculous the rule is and that he may just leave.
Yeah, this is true.
Has the league? I mean, the biggest irony here could be that the biggest player that has, I mean, listen, there have been players in the past that have helped push the league, but probably the biggest one that everyone goes and watches and away and home matches.
Messi.
Yes,
everybody.
That the one person that the league wanted. I mean, it'd be very ironic that this little stupid rule then pushes him out into somewhere else, and then now you've just lost your biggest name, and what do you do now?
Now what do you do?
Apple will be like, why did you do that, Don?
Change the rule, Don. Yeah, change the rule, Don. Let's not do that
Tim
again.
Cook's like, no iPhones for you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, you're right. I mean, this league has grown, and it's dependent on players who are at the end of their career but have a big name, and David Beckham, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and now Messi and
Lampard, Gerrard, Pirlo, all those guys.
All those players, and that brings it in. But no one, I would say you could put the rest of the players all together and what they did, it doesn't even compare to what Messi has done and what he's brought for this league. So I fully expect him to re-sign a contract and be here for another, I will say, 2 years?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I could see him play 2026 and then 2027 and then call it quits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I see him staying. Brooks, you look like you see him staying. I want to know, anybody who's watching, do you guys see him staying here? Do you see him moving to Saudi Arabia? Do you see him just retiring?
I don't think he does it for the money. For me, like
the lifestyle and the family.
Yeah, that, and also like he has all the money, but all the other money he's gotten from Barcelona and PSG and probably all the stuff he's done there, he has enough sponsorship money and whatnot to be happy for the rest of his life, and his kids will be fine.
He's going to get more sponsorship money when he retires because people are still going to remember him and still want him to sponsor stuff and still want to be in it. So he's still going to be earning. He's going to be earning money for years and years and years. Right now, he's just doing it for the love of the game and for a family situation. He moved here. He said when he moved here, half of it was for family. He loves Miami. He loves America. He wants his kids to grow up here. And his kids are growing up within the Inter Miami youth system and becoming good players as well. So
the kids love it. Every time Messi shows up, I mean, the parents and kids love snapping photos of them. I see it all the time on social media. Maybe MLS.
Yeah.
If they expand past 30 teams, maybe they do the David Beckham rule and let Messi on the team.
Maybe. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe that's in the new contract for Don. Hey Don, you kind of upset me. I wanna own a team here at some point.
You wouldn't put it past.
Yeah.
If Messi asked to be part owner of a team in the future, you wouldn't put it past them going, yeah, we'll give you that.
Yep.
Just to get you to stay for an extra 2 years.
Exactly. Or to still be a part of our league in some way after you retire.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yep.
All right, Brooks, we got a lot of other things to get to. Luis Diaz may be moving. Alexander Isak once out of Newcastle. Where could he be going? We've got a couple of things for Arsenal. A North London derby has become a friendly. That's coming up. We got a lot of things to get to, and we'll be right after this. All right, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Okay. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin, you know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
All right, obviously we're in the preseason. It's transfers, news, it's rumors, it's all that happening. Lots of fun. You can't believe it. Don't believe that your team has signed a player until you see Fabrizio Romano with the "Here we go" or a picture snapped of your player, your new player, holding up your club shirt. Because trust me, the rumors, you could just delve into the rumors and, oh my God, Manchester United fans, I'm looking at you. Because every player you get linked with, you guys go bananas over and you think it's the greatest thing ever. All right,
I like MLS where all the superstars, they're going to come to the league and then, they chose something else.
They chose something else. Oh, darn.
Yeah.
There is a player we'll talk about in a minute who we think is coming to the MLS, but we don't know where. We'll talk about it in a couple of minutes. Yes. All right. Alexander Isak wants out of Newcastle. Even after the last couple of years, the fans have made big tifos for him. He gets paid a ton of money. The club treats him like a king. But he wants out because he's heard the rumors that Liverpool want him. And now the rumor is come out today that there's a Saudi Arabian club, Al Hilal, who want to offer him £600,000 per week. That's essentially $800,000 per week. That is insane money. So Liverpool currently have offloaded, or are rumored to be offloading, it looks like it may be done, offloading Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich for $88 million.
So is Isak the opposite winger, or is he going to play the center forward?
I think
if he goes to Liverpool.
Isak, if provided Diaz moves, I think Liverpool will put a bid in for Isak, and Isak would fill right into the middle spot there. So I think that would work out. But those
Him and Salah would be interesting to play together.
It'd be interesting. Isak is a brilliant player.
Yeah.
I think he is. I don't want to say underrated because of the money and everything, but I don't think a lot of people really understand how good of a player he is, and he is worth the money. I think you put him in a better situation in a Liverpool.
McAllister underneath. Whoa.
You put him in Liverpool. I will swap my spot, my prediction of Man City winning the league. I will swap it with Newcastle. With Liverpool.
We haven't done our predictions yet, so don't tell me that.
Thought we did, didn't we? No.
Not this year.
No, maybe
not for this new season.
You're right. That's coming
up soon. Yeah.
I do think Man City's going to win. I think Man City's going to win. But I'm telling you right now, if Alexander Isak makes his way to Liverpool,
it's competition.
Liverpool, I think, hands down, take this.
I don't know. Chelsea's been looking good, too.
Yeah. Chelsea been looking phenomenal. I mean, God, they just beat PSG. Look how handedly they beat PSG.
And PSG ran over pretty much everyone.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, some of the news and rumors there. All right. Arsenal have reached an agreement in principle. We did report this a couple of weeks ago, but now it's apparently final with Crystal Palace for Eberechi Eze, reportedly around £50 million, 5 to 10 million pounds of add-ons. Eberechi Eze going to Arsenal is a fantastic buy, an absolutely fantastic buy, and they got their striker Gutierrez. They I'm telling you, it's pissing me off because everybody is getting better right now. The top 6 or 7 teams are getting better right now, except for Aston Villa. I'm upset, if you couldn't tell. Here's one I saw today that's being reported, and I do not believe it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Manchester United and Manchester City are both rumored to be in the hunt to sign PSG goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. I don't think Donnarumma moves, and if he does, I can see him moving to Manchester City because that's Champions League.
Did Ederson leave?
No, he hasn't.
He's been rumored always to Saudi.
Saudi.
So he wants out.
Yeah, I think he wants the Saudi money. I think if Ederson leaves and officially goes and gets that Saudi money,
that makes sense then for Donnarumma.
Then it makes sense for Donnarumma. Donnarumma to Manchester United?
No, because he's not playing in any competition.
He wouldn't be playing in anything. He's not in Europe in any way whatsoever. That would be silly.
Correct.
I don't see that happening.
Yep.
So Manchester City, yes, with Pep and the players that they've brought in, 100%. Manchester United, big club and all, not playing in the Champions League or any phase of Europe this year. So, no, sorry. I actually don't see him leaving at PSG at all.
I mean, after you won everything, and if the team stays the same, I mean, you have another shot. You have another shot at winning Champions League again.
Yeah.
I mean, you should easily dominate, Ligue 1.
Right. João Felix, hoping to join Benfica from Chelsea this summer, but apparently Al Nassr are now close to hijacking the deal. I don't know if that's become official, but the rumor is João Felix for £30 million to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure if that's 100% official yet, but that's the rumor. He was officially hoping for Benfica, but I'm sure he'll take that Saudi money.
So he has to be one of the biggest disappointing Portuguese national team players. There was so much hype around this kid, and then he made the move.
And everybody's given him a chance. Everybody's given him a chance.
He wasn't bad at Atletico when he first
made his name.
Then he was trying to chase money at Barcelona, and then he finally got, was the loan to Chelsea.
Chelsea was after a bit, and that cost
AC Milan.
Well, I mean,
and that didn't go well. It seemed like I thought AC Milan was going to be good last year with some of the players they brought in. The team chemistry, I felt like some of those guys they brought in just threw everything off.
I think
Felix was one of the issues.
I think if he goes to Saudi Arabia, he'll be a good player there. He'll earn his money, and we'll never hear from him again because no one will ever want him because he'll be too old at that point.
Yes.
2 Saudi Arabian clubs are prepared to provide Anthony with an exit from Manchester United.
Oh.
So, yeah.
He was on loan.
He was on loan.
To the Greek. Was it the Greek? No.
The green team. Who was it? He was on loan with. Wasn't Benfica.
It was La Liga. He was.
Yeah, he was in La Liga. I forget.
Espanol or one of them.
No, it wasn't. I can't remember who he was on loan to. And he did phenomenally. He did great. He scoring goals. He looked like he was a great player again.
Yeah.
He's come back to Manchester United. They've told him to find a way out. But 2 Saudi Arabian clubs, probably Al Hilal or Al Nassr again. Those are the 2 big 2.
They need all the money they can get.
They will look like they could give him an exit route from Manchester United, which I think he desperately wants and deserves. I don't think he's going to be able to go back there and fit. It just won't happen.
Yeah.
Victor Gyökeres will take the iconic number 14 shirt at Arsenal. Do you know the last great player at Arsenal to wear number 14, Brooks?
Henry.
Thierry Henry. Your favorite player.
Yes.
And your
coach.
favorite manager.
Yes.
Your favorite man. Yes. Don't question that. It is actually Brooks' favorite man.
Thierry, can we get you on the show one time? Seriously, like, I think it'd be awesome. Like, I'm better than Jamie Carragher. Craig here is better than, Micah Richards. It's a better time here than what you do on the other
our
stuff.
show. We'll have some fun with you.
Yeah.
Last but not least, in this little kind of news section here, Rob Holding, 29 years old, may be moving to Colorado Rapids in the MLS. You really like this move, and you see the connection from Arsenal with saying Gronke owns them, and also
Owns
Colorado, the Rapids. You like this move?
Yeah, I think they need a leader. Colorado has battled, and listen, they are not in the bottom of the Western Conference. They have battled, and they've shown well with a young team in Chris Armas. They're sitting in 9th place currently, so they're just below the playoff line. But a good player that's experienced, you bring him in, can change things, and a leader of the back line could be good. And I don't know. I'm always curious why Colorado. I don't know how many guys from England would like Denver with the high altitude and everything.
True.
It is a nice city from what I've heard.
It's
but
a beautiful city. Beautiful city. I love Colorado. The state's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Denver is incredible.
Yeah.
I think it would work out very well for him. I think he would fit in very well, kind of an old school English defender. He'd fit in very well into the MLS. I think it's a great move if it happens.
Yes.
All right, we got a couple of other things. We're going to talk about NWSL expansion. We're going to talk about players getting overplayed in the women's league. We got a couple of pieces, and then we're going to talk about some preseason right now. There's a couple of listen, I'll be very honest with the preseason stuff. I don't pay too much attention to it. I pay attention to my club, and I don't put too much thought into if they lose, they win, or they draw.
Because it really means nothing. You could lose everything and you could do well.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes, and we're going to do that right after this.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep. Sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
All right, lots to get to. Thank you again there to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Listen, if you've been injured, if you're a soccer player, you got an injury, or you want to do some baseline testing, hit up the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Good dude, great soccer player, by the way.
Yes.
State champion, won with I think he won with the NLT team. I can't remember. Anyway.
He plays with Aaron's team, yes.
Yeah, he is a good dude, man, and a great player. Knows the game phenomenally well. All right, let's get into NWSL expansion. Denver joins in 2026. This team is owned by, or part owner is former quarterback Peyton Manning.
Yes.
The
Denver Summit.
The Denver
FC.
Summit, yes.
FC,
The
yes.
NWSL will expand to include Denver's as its 16th franchise starting in 2026. Denver won the bid ahead of Cleveland and Cincinnati with a record $110 million fee. The club will have a purpose-built stadium and top-tier facilities.
Yes. So for everyone else, the second team, so there's 14. The 2 new teams coming in. Boston Legacy are coming in as well. So Boston's always been known for having a franchise in the past women's professional soccer leagues in the United States. So this is kind of like this is a key market coming back into the women's game. So I think Denver Summit FC are building their own separate facility. They will not play in the same one as the Colorado Rapids. I think that is a very unique thing. KC currently have a separate stadium than Sporting KC, so they play on their own stadium, KC Current. I'm curious how much of a trend this will be going forward for the NWSL as well as the US Super League, USL Super League, but this is great to see. The
women's game is just getting bigger and bigger and expanding. It's expanding our sport.
Exactly. Yes, gives more of the women college players opportunities because there are a lot of women's collegiate programs, and I think there's a lot of women's collegiate players that would like to try the pro game, whether it be USL Super League or NWSL or the WPSL is coming in with the league here in a couple of years as well in the Division III level.
Well, Brooks, while I agree 100% with you, there is rising concern over players burned out in the women's soccer. Top players, including Millie Bright, Viviana Miedema, and Katie McCabe, are calling attention to the relentless demands across club, country, and new tournaments. FIFA Pro is now advocating for better rest regulations to prevent physical and mental exhaustion. The women's game is now getting to the point where the men's game was at a couple of years ago, where we are all questioning how much soccer can these teams and players play. Like this summer was ridiculous with the FIFA Club World Cup, and then we've got the Gold Cup coming off the heels of the seasons, the domestic seasons everybody just went through. Oh, and by the way, did you know we are now less than 3 weeks away
from club season?
We are 20 days away from club season starting back up. Don't get me wrong, I love soccer. I watch it every single day, and I would watch it all day long if there were more games on.
But these guys need breaks.
They need breaks. The quality is going to go down, and the more you put out there, it's going to get watered down.
Well, I think what's going to happen is with some of these international competitions, like you saw with Gold Cup, everyone was upset that Pulisic and a lot of other guys didn't come in. If this continues like this, the top end echelon guys are going to be like, do I really want to put myself through this? I'm trying to get a big new contract for my club, an extension. You're going to weigh your options. You're going to weigh your options at the time. Jedi Robinson was getting interest from Liverpool, and I think Fulham still want to sell him and whatnot. And obviously Weah is trying to get sold over to Marseille, and Turner's trying to move as well. I mean, Turner was in this summer, but I think that's what you're going to weigh, and then you're going to see kind of the secondary and third players. And the question you got to ask yourself as a fan is, are you okay with that? If it's still your country that you love and you root for them, okay. But if you want the best of the best, things have to be rearranged a little bit.
Right. Absolutely. All right. Preseasons are up and rolling. A lot of teams are around the world. We know Manchester United, I believe, are in Singapore somewhere. Or are they here? I don't remember. Anyway, Villa are here. Arsenal and Tottenham are playing. Newcastle are playing. All the teams, Pulisic, AC Milan, they're all playing. Their preseasons are now up and rolling. I highly recommend you put no stock into any of these games, okay? They are the number one point of a friendly is to get fitness, get some touches on a ball, and make sure you do not get injured.
Well, sell some tickets where you are, sign some jerseys, make the fans happy.
This is your brand.
Exactly. Fantastic. This is what friendlies are, people. Come on. Right. Just like preseason when you go into college soccer and whatever, or youth soccer or whatever, you play a couple friendlies against some local clubs or colleges, and you give some kids time, and then when the season starts, then it gets real.
Manchester United beat West Ham 2-1 yesterday. Bruno Fernandes scoring both goals. His second goal is a phenomenal goal chipped into the back post. Very nice goal. So they look like they're doing very well. I saw a bunch of youngsters playing there. Villa drew 2-2 with Eintracht Frankfurt. That game was down in Louisville. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend due to a family wedding. Villa played...
Nice stadium now.
Poorly. A beautiful stadium, yes. Villa played poorly. I watched about 45 minutes. Again, I don't put a lot of stock into friendly games, but you're just wondering, okay, what's going on here? But again, they played really poorly last year in the preseason friendlies, and they came out
they did
well.
Yeah.
And they came out and did well in the season. So again, no stock. Pulisic and AC Milan lost in their friendly against Arsenal.
In PKs.
Yeah, in PKs. Arsenal also beat Newcastle 3-2. And then Arsenal this Thursday are playing a friendly, a North London derby
In China.
in Hong Kong
Yeah.
at Kai Tak Sports Park, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, Brooks.
I think they both have a big following there, so that's what makes sense. You bring the derby to your foreign follower, because it's expensive to get over there.
But I don't want to lose to my rivals in any way whatsoever. So Arsenal do not want to lose to Tottenham. Tottenham fans don't want to lose to Arsenal. This is like a derby's like a sacred game.
But you just said friendlies don't mean anything.
I don't think they should be against rivals though. Like rivals. Would you see Michigan State football versus Michigan football in a
spring game?
In a spring game? It would get brutal.
It would.
It would get dirty.
It'd be fun to watch.
But if we lost and then we go,
Actually, I wouldn't buy too much into it, but
I don't want to lose to them. I don't want my team losing. So I think it's a little silly, but I guess the two clubs feel that they got to do this in Hong Kong to get more fans there and sell more merchandise and expand their brand.
Yeah.
I am not on board with it, but either way. Anyway, just an FYI, we didn't mention earlier, Thomas Mueller is reportedly considering the Vancouver Whitecaps and FC Cincinnati instead of the reported LAFC move that was on the books.
Correct.
So, all right, so I get the LAFC. Everybody wants to go to LA, right? It's the bright lights of Hollywood and LA. It's great.
Well, you have to understand, too, that LAFC has a partnership with Bayern Munich. The club. So they said they'll send their academy players over there sometimes. Sometimes these clubs create partnerships to send the academy players over.
So why is he considering the Vancouver Whitecaps, Canada, not America, doesn't really matter, but
in FC
Cincinnati?
Because I think of his wife.
Those aren't sexy clubs. They're not New York, Miami, LA.
I've read reports that his wife loves horses. So since like Kentucky, a lot of horse farms, and I think this is a move not just for him, but it's a discussion for his wife and him and his kids.
Okay.
So, Vancouver's a very nice area in Canada. It's very beautiful. It's it's not up and coming, but it's growing very well.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, I mean, he can probably buy a nice place somewhere on the border of Ohio and Kentucky or somewhere around there that has a lot of space where no one can bother him.
Yep.
So. And to be honest with you, probably many people wouldn't really know who he was, at least in Cincinnati. Vancouver, maybe another story, but...
To go to the store and no one would know who he is.
Yeah. And it's easy to fly places. You're in central. I mean, the weather's not horrible. I mean, it's probably close to maybe what German weather is, but it's not the worst in the world.
Funny, that's why Pirlo loved playing for NYFC. He said he could go walk down the street and no one bothered him. No one really knew who he was. I mean, this is Andre Pirlo, who is one of the most famous soccer players in the world at the time. And so I get that. Maybe that's what it is, yeah.
The kicker here, though, is if Vancouver want him, they have to buy the discovery rights from FC Cincinnati. So discovery rights, just so everyone knows. Every year the league asks, you can put in listen, this isn't like discovery, like, oh my gosh, no one knew about this person. Discovery rights are like, if this so-and-so big time European player came over, everyone puts in with the league. We want to put him on our list. I believe there's only so many, there's only so long a player can actually stay on that list. And then you have to get him on again or whatnot. But that's just kind of how it is. So Thomas Mueller has been on FC Cincy's discovery rights list because they've really wanted to bring him over ever since he's talked about coming over to the United States to play and to finish up his career at Bayern Munich. So Vancouver would have to buy the discovery rights from FC Cincy for him to go to Vancouver. So there's a whole intertwined mess. But I think he actually doesn't really want to go to LAFC though, which is nice. I would love to see him at a Vancouver, Cincinnati, because we need these guys to go into other markets besides Miami, New York, and LA.
I agree.
Draw fans, right?
Yeah.
For the game.
All right. Well, I got one last piece we're going to talk about here. Then we're going to kind of peace out from here. But Brooks, one question for you, buddy.
Oh boy.
You kind of already answered it, but I want to know if I gave you one opportunity to have dinner with one one soccer person in the world, and then to bring them on the show here for an episode. You going with Thierry Henry, or are you got someone else in mind? Anybody in the world?
I thought we've done this on Wheel of Random.
We have, but it reminded me today that we haven't done it in a while. So if you could pick one person to go to dinner with and then come to be on the show where we talk to them and they get to play along. Who you doing? Who you taking to dinner and bringing on the show?
Interesting. It's Zlatan.
You going with Zlatan?
Yes.
Really? I could have sworn you were going to say go Thierry Henry.
He would be number 2. See, Zlatan, like, you'd probably have this awesome dinner. Hopefully he'd be cool and buy dinner. I think he would. Like, he seems like a cool dude. I know people that have met him before, and they say he's that in the soccer world, and he said he's pretty cool, actually. He'd be humorous. Like, he's very dry humor, which I like. I'm a very dry humor type of person. So I think he would bring some seriousness to the show, but I think he cracks some jokes, and we'd all laugh, and yes, it'd be great.
Okay,
yes.
I like that answer.
Yes.
I read something earlier today that Edson Cavani, remember the player, he played for Manchester United for a couple of years. Huh?
Uruguay national.
Yeah, Uruguay national. Played at PSG. While he was at PSG, he got to know all the staff.
Yes.
And he used to take them out to dinner.
Really?
He knew all their names. He said, please,
I can
thank
see
you.
that.
He took them out to dinner occasionally, like one-on-one or two-on-one type thing, and took them out to dinner and got to know them and paid for a lot of different things and found out things about them and paid for things. And I would love, he sounds like just like a down-to-earth dude who's just earning a ton of money but doesn't care. I would love to be able to go to dinner with him, talk about his career, and then bring him in on the show. I think Cavani would be an awesome interview.
Yes. Does he speak English?
No idea. No idea.
That'd be difficult, but none of us speak Spanish very well.
Yeah. So that or my next choice actually would be Jack Grealish. He's been working out. He's been putting in the time off the field here to get ready and fit because he's going to need to find a new club. So I'd love to know. It might be MLS. Someone's got to want him, but unfortunately,
New York City FC should because he's at Man City anyway. So it's Etihad Group. Why not?
But he can just sit still. He can just sit still and earn money.
Yep.
So, yeah. Anyway, I'd love to be able to Jack Grealish. Cavani 1, Jack Grealish 2. Obviously, Villa fan, right? He's a Villa fan. I'm a Villa fan. I'd love to talk to him about his time at the Villa, but also what's going on in his career and where he wants to play next. And everybody keeps saying, hey, do you want to take him back to Villa? And I think its time is gone. It's done. I was happy for him to be at Villa. He advanced the club. He was sold. He knew he was bringing in $100 million for the club, and then he went on and won Champions League and Premier League and all good.
So you've given 3, right? Did you just give 3 or
just
2?
2. Grealish and Cavani 1, and then Grealish 2.
Okay. I go Zlatan, Thierry Henry, and I'll give you a third one, Vinnie Jones.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Would you be more interested in Vinnie Jones's soccer career or his TV and movies?
Both.
Both. Okay.
I just be like, why did you want to get into acting?
He was good at it. He's good at it. I mean,
the funny thing is, like, I never knew who he was until you guys told me, and I was like, oh, I've seen him in a bunch of movies. He's usually the evil character, or just like, or he's in some comedy movies.
Bullet-Tooth Tony from Snatch, man, my favorite movie of all time. What's man.
The third one for you then?
Oh, if I had to pick a third player?
Yes, or person, soccer person.
I picked 2 players.
Is it Unai Emery?
No. This might actually blow your minds. It was mentioned in the soccer trivia this past week. We mentioned him because he has an economics degree, and that was the answer.
Oh, Wenger.
Arsene Wenger.
He'd be a good one. He'd be very interesting to have a conversation.
I love his outlook on the game and the small things he wants to change the game. I think Arsene Wenger would be an awesome person to go to dinner with, ask questions, and then just get his thoughts on things, because I think he just has a really good outlook on the game, and he has a level head. He wasn't spending hundreds of millions of pounds on players. He was trying to keep a level, balanced book, an economic professor. So, I think that would be it. I would love to know, people watching, if you had one chance, one player or coach or someone in the game you could take to dinner and then just talk soccer, talk life with. Who is it? Yeah, Brooks had Zlatan, Thierry Henry, and then Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
I had Arsene Wenger, Jack Grealish, and Edison Cavani. So we're a little bit all over the place here, man.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Nate
know.
and Danny in here are probably even more all over the place.
Oh God, I think Danny.
I think Nate would be kind of off the wall.
Nate would probably say he would want to take me to dinner.
Probably, or it'd be Alexi Lawless, and it'd be that, and
Well, we do get to. Well, hopefully, we'll have dinner with Alexi Lawless next week. He'll be attending the North American Soccer Expo over there at Novi, put on by the North American Soccer Expo folks and the Michigan Jags. So, if you're interested and you want to get tickets, check out NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. Brooks, that's where you and I are going to be next week. I think we're going to do a show on Sunday night. We're going to hope to, whether it's in the studio or back here. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows? Do me a favor. If you're watching right now, do us a huge favor. Give us a like, give us a subscription, give us a share. If you're listening on an Apple podcast, give us 5 stars. We very much appreciate it. Sign up for our Substack. There are so many different ways to get content from We Are Soccer. It's incredible. We are kicking out content left and right. Sign up. You know what? And if you want to be part of it, let us know. We're happy to have people join, write, and do whatever. Create videos. We have an opening. If anybody would love to do their own podcast or own videos, we can put it on the network. We got a lot of opportunities coming forward. So, lots of cool things happening. Again, thank you to our partners. Thank you to the MichiganJaguarsFC.com. Thank you to Soccer World, soccerworld.net. Thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Thank you to Dog and Pony Show Brewing over there in Oak Park. And last but not least, thank you to Next Level Training, Aaron Bird, Dylan, Scotty, Summer. The boys and girls are the best trainers in the country. Brooks, and for us, that's going to wrap it up, man. I appreciate it. We'll see where we're at next week.
Yeah, hopefully in our studio.
Yeah, we'll see. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.